Hello fans, collectors, investors, welcome back to Iconic Baseball. I'm Iconic Al, and it's a big day for my PC. I filled a major void in my collection and found my forever Whitey Ford card. I didn't have a Whitey Ford card. I had a signed baseball, which I showed on my Whitey Ford countdown video, but I had yet to find my forever Whitey Ford card, and as of today, I have. So stay tuned to find out what it is.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Now, I've owned Whitey Ford cards in the past. For example, I used to have the 1965 Topps in my collection as my representative for Ford, but it didn't really excite me, didn't really bring me joy. So I've since moved that card along. And it's taken me a few years now to really settle on my forever Whitey Ford. And it was inspired by a pickup that I had last year at the National. It was my 1951 Burke Ross DiMaggio that I found in a 2. And I knew right away that this was going to be my DiMaggio representative in my collection. I just love this card so much. It's from his last year as an active player, truly his last playing days issue, which I just love. I just love the art, the photo itself. Just a very artful pose. And it kind of came to me all at once. And then I started searching around and found that there was amazing value in the Burke Ross Whitey Ford from 1951, because that is in fact a rookie card. And so that is the Ford that I chose. The 51 Burke Ross Whitey Ford. And the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. It pairs so nicely with the DiMaggio. And how cool that the card from DiMaggio's last playing season coincided for that brief time with Whitey Ford's first card. So you have here DiMaggio's last playing days card and Whitey Ford's first in the same set. Sort of an obscure set by most people's standards, but I think it creates this great pairing of first card, last card, first card, and they're both Yankees, side by side. Now, these cards used to come in 2s. How cool would it be if these cards were actually paired together? They were not, but so I got this Whitey Ford in a beautiful 4.5. Just a really nice example of that Ford. And let me just quickly go into how great of a value this card is and plays into why I chose this card. I like the image. Now, these Burke Ross have just grown on me. They're a little grainy, but I've kind of grown to like that. The print quality at times is not the greatest. The resolution at times, just how they are, isn't the greatest, but I view these as like a Warhol print. They're really beautiful, kind of novel images. Now, just a word about populations and value here. The flagship mainstream 1951 Bowman Whitey Ford rookie card, which to be honest doesn't do much for me visually. To be honest, the smile kind of weirds me out. Like, ugh. Anyway, PSA has graded 1,887 of these 51 Bowman Whitey Ford rookie cards. So it's, it's not too limited. It's a pretty high number of gradings. And in a similar grade to, say, this card, PSA 5, the last few sales have been $1,385 in January, $1,375 in February, and $1,260 in March. So it's not a cheap card. It's pretty expensive for a Whitey Ford card, in my opinion. And I'm not looking to drop that kind of coin on a Whitey Ford card. He is not a high tier pitcher on my list. He's ranked number 90, so I'm not looking to drop that much money on a guy at the lower end of my list. Anyway, I looked at the 51 Burke Ross population reports, and PSA has only graded 168. 168 of these. That's 10 times fewer than the 51 Bowman counterpart. And you would think that scarcity would make this a more expensive card than the 51 Bowman, but it's actually the exact opposite. It's about 10 times cheaper. So I was able to pick this card up for $236. That was my winning bid. $236, which is, I think, a fantastic value for just a beautiful, scarce rookie card of the greatest pitcher in Yankees history. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. This is the kind of buy that I absolutely love. I took my time to decide which one that I was going to go after, and it took me a few years to really find the copy that I was really excited about, and it pairs nicely with another piece in my collection. Another Yankee. First year, last year. Two greats, Hall of Famers. So that's what I'm really excited about today. And then that card pairs nicely with my Whitey Ford signed baseball, which is a really nice UDA example. So that sort of closes the book on my Whitey Ford collection. Very happy to make this my forever Whitey Ford example. And I thank you again for joining me. Until next time, keep collecting and stay iconic.